The truth nobody sees. What if I told you that the biggest difference between millionaires and everyone else isn't intelligence, luck, or working 18 hours a day? Most people imagine luxury cars, expensive watches, and giant mansions. But those are usually the results, not the reasons they became wealthy. The real difference lies in invisible habits that almost nobody notices. Researchers have spent decades studying successful entrepreneurs, investors, and self-made millionaires. Again and again, they found that wealth is built through small behaviors repeated consistently over many years. Today's story isn't about wake up at 5 a.m. or drink lemon water. Instead, we'll explore the hidden psychological habits that quietly shape financial success. Some of these may completely change the way you think about money, work, and life. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Millionaires protect their attention more than their time. Most people believe time is their most valuable resource. Millionaires often believe something even more valuable is attention. Psychologists explain that attention is limited. Every notification, unnecessary meeting, or endless social media session drains your brain's ability to make high-quality decisions. This is called decision fatigue. Research by psychologist Roy Baumeister found that the more decisions we make throughout the day, the worse our later decisions become. Many successful people simplify everyday choices. They reduce unnecessary decisions so their mental energy stays available for important work. Protect your attention like your bank account, because attention creates decisions. Decisions create actions, and actions create wealth. Chapter 2. They delay rewards without feeling deprived. Imagine a child sitting in front of a marshmallow. Researchers tell the child, you can eat one now, or wait 15 minutes and receive two. This famous psychology experiment became known as the marshmallow test. Although later research showed life circumstances also matter, the ability to delay gratification remains strongly connected with long-term planning and goal-directed behavior. Millionaires constantly practice delayed gratification. Instead of buying something to impress strangers, they invest. Instead of spending today's money, they build tomorrow's income. This isn't about never enjoying life. It's about choosing bigger rewards over smaller temptations. Every investment is a conversation between your present self and your future self. Chapter 3. They design systems instead of depending on motivation. Most people wait until they feel motivated. Millionaires don't trust motivation because motivation changes with mood. Psychologists describe habits as automatic behaviors triggered by consistent cues. Research on habit formation shows that repeating behaviors in stable environments makes them increasingly automatic over time. Successful people create systems, scheduled learning, daily planning, weekly reviews. Instead of asking, do I feel like doing this? They ask, is this part of my system? Systems keep working even when motivation disappears. Chapter 4. They learn from feedback, not from their ego. Nobody enjoys being wrong. Our brains naturally protect our ego. Psychologists call this confirmation bias. We prefer information that confirms what we already believe. Millionaires actively fight this tendency. When an investment fails, when a business loses money, when an idea doesn't work, instead of asking, who's responsible, they ask, what can this teach me? Every mistake becomes data. Every failure becomes feedback. This mindset allows continuous improvement instead of repeated failure. Chapter 5. They build relationships before they need them. One of the biggest hidden assets isn't money. It's trust. Studies in organizational psychology consistently show that trust strengthens cooperation and creates more opportunities. Millionaires rarely network only when they need help. They help others first. They stay in touch. They remember names. They create value before asking for anything. People naturally enjoy working with individuals they trust and respect. Your network isn't simply about who you know. It's about who genuinely wants to see you succeed. Chapter 6. They think in decades, not days. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 month and underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. This reflects how humans often discount future rewards, a tendency known in behavioral economics as present bias. Millionaires make decisions by asking, "Will this still matter 5 years from now?" They understand compound growth. Money compounds, skills compound, reputation compounds, health compounds, knowledge compounds. Tiny improvements repeated consistently become extraordinary results over time. Success often looks slow, until suddenly it looks impossible to ignore. Chapter 7. They read to upgrade their thinking. Many self-made millionaires are lifelong readers. Why? Because books compress decades of someone's experience into just a few hours. Neuroscience suggests learning creates new neural connections, helping the brain adapt and solve problems more effectively. Reading exposes you to different ways of thinking, different strategies, different mistakes, different opportunities. The person who reads one useful book every month gains knowledge that compounds year after year. Knowledge is one investment that nobody can steal. Final chapter: the secret habit behind every other habit. If there's one hidden habit connecting nearly every millionaire, it's consistency. Not perfection, not genius, not luck. Consistency. Psychologist Angela Duckworth's research on grit highlights the importance of sustained effort and perseverance toward long-term goals. Most people quit because results don't appear immediately. Millionaires continue because they understand that invisible progress eventually becomes visible success. A tree doesn't grow overnight, neither does wealth. The habits seem small today. They transform lives. The biggest lesson from today's story is simple. Millionaires aren't successful because they know some secret that nobody else knows. They're successful because they repeatedly do small things that most people ignore. Protect your attention, delay short-term temptations, build systems, learn from mistakes, invest in relationships, think long-term, never stop learning, and above all, stay consistent. Because extraordinary success is rarely built by extraordinary moments. It's built by ordinary habits repeated for years. If you found this story valuable and learned something new today, subscribe to the channel and join us for more research-based stories about psychology, success, money, and human behavior. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your future is being built by the habits you choose today.